Hey kids, Jess here. Welcome to you all. I'm going to do a real quick general reading. I don't know what it's going to be about, so let us say a blessing and we will get rolling, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All right, I'm going to start with this Super Lunaris Tarot. I'm sorry I didn't post all last week. I was at a Girl Scout camp all week, which is pretty much my favorite time of year. It absolutely is. I've done it for years. If you ever have a chance to volunteer at a real good Girl Scout camp, I say do it. Hiking, fishing, archery, tomahawks, slingshots. I mean, we even learned how to throw knives. It was great. Cooking, oh, so much fun. Anyway, I digress. Let's figure out what's going on with you guys. Oh my goodness, look at you, Leo energy with the sun. Now this is about the happiest card you could ever get in any reading. I'm reading for some happy folks here, and I'm so glad to hear that. Very good. Someone here may have gotten some happy news recently. It may be something to do with your finances, maybe a new relationship. Let's look. Interesting. So look at you. So I got two kings out here, which is interesting because, well, I'm just going to leave that in there. But I've got this King of Pentacles. I got this King of Wands out here. We got Earth sign energy. We got fire sign energy out here. So I don't know if this is you or if you may be attracting a new partner into your life. It's possible you may be receiving a message from someone here this week, and I think you're going to be really happy about it. There's kind of a... Well, let's just keep on reading. How about that? Thank you. Yep, I got the Four of Wands out here. That is that Twin Flame 1111 card if you follow that journey at all. If not, this is just a card of stability. It can also be a card of marriage. It's a divinely guided soulmate energy. Yeah, it feels like somebody out there is going to be falling in love, and I am so happy to hear this. Very good. You know I'm going to clarify in a minute too, and you know what? Your finances are going to be improving too. And guess what? I would never say that if it wasn't in the cards, because you know, sometimes we get hooked on these cycles. It's a little bit more doom and gloom, and there's a lot of relationship issues happening in the world. And today it just seems like I'm reading for some folks who have a lot of good energy coming towards them. You may have already started noticing this kind of perk up to your energy over the last few days. This Ten of Pentacles, this can be buying a new home. This can be a windfall of money. This can be a promotion at work, anything, all good stuff, all good things, right? Let's take another look-see here. You may find out this week that you have a new baby coming to your home or your family as well, some of you. Oh my gosh, this is love, guys. I've got this Two of Cups here that comes out here. It comes out on its side. So I think this is something that you are not expecting. And I feel like it's, I don't know who I'm reading for here. I don't know whether you feel like you carry the masculine energy or the feminine energy. And again, it's not about your gender. It's not about your sexual orientation. But you'll know which energy you kind of resonate with the most. I do feel like, this just may be a time of a lot of love for a lot of people, and we don't have Venus like going direct quite yet, but it's coming out of the retrograde, okay? And I know we've been there for a while, and it has been a little bit shitty, yeah, a little bit, but I feel like things are improving quite rapidly. A couple more out with this deck, and then I'll clarify. Yeah, okay. I think you're going to be receiving a message from someone here. And I feel like this comes through on your phone. And I feel like when you get this message, you may be outside. I know that's kind of a strange thing to say, but I feel like you'll be outside when this person contacts you. Like outside, either walking around your yard, going out for a walk, out at the, like a park or a playground or something. Maybe out on a hike. And I have the Wheel of Fortune, and I was looking at this Wheel of Fortune over here too. Now, I'll tell you what, I think a lot of you have been through quite a bit, and a lot of you have taken your time and waited for the right person to come into your life. I think it's happening here. You're going to be so happy when this person comes towards you. I have this Fool card here, which is the number 0 in the Major Arcana of the Tarot deck, right? It's a brand new beginning. It sure is. And you've got this Wheel of Fortune with this 7 of Pentacles. You waited and you waited for the right person, and all of that waiting has paid off, because now there's this real shift to your energy and also to your karma. Some of you may have been through a time where you were like, holy smokes, how do I keep stepping in mess after mess after mess? How am I going to dig myself out of this? Whatever you have done, you've been very steadfast, holding on to your values, holding on to who you are, and it has paid off in dividends. Is that the right way to say that? Exponentially. It's paid off exponentially. How about that? All right, let's, I don't want to use that deck. I kind of want to use, I think I'm going to use this Vice Versa Tarot here to clarify. I want to know a little bit more about this person that's coming towards you. I think you're going to be very attracted to one another. This person could have Sagittarius or Pisces heavily in their chart. Also, I mean, I've got Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and I've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in there as well. There's the train too, and I see Sagittarius here when I split that. I mean, quite honestly, some of you may have more than one person approaching you this week, but there is one person very specifically who has their eye on you, and I think that they have very good intentions towards you. That I don't know how many people are out there watching who are interested in what marriage looks like nowadays, or I don't know how you feel about that, but this would be someone who would want to create a life with you. This wouldn't be someone who was capricious with your heart or with your feelings. They would take a relationship with you quite seriously, and it's up to you to decide how that kind of manifests down the road, you know. But this will be someone who will want to do nice things for you, and they will want to be in your life long term. Beautiful. I think, okay, fair enough. Alrighty, so one thing to think about here. I've got this Queen of Swords that comes out in the reverse, and usually when the Queen, and well, let's just take a little look-see, and oh, we got the Ace of Swords right under her again, right there twice. It's time for a change. It's time to start letting people in, but let me just show you this card. There's a reason why the Queen of Swords is known for being very honest, very direct, very intelligent, and usually can see through anybody's shenanigans very quickly. You can see how she's sitting on a throne of eyes. You may have been through some things, and you may have had some, like I said, difficult times in relationships. And if that is the case, you may need to open yourself up to the possibility that you are going to be attracting healthier relationships into your life. Okay, and you've done all the work. I feel like you really, really have. I think you have worked, like I said, very hard to maintain good energy within yourself, even during difficult times, even during difficult relationships. You've tried to hold yourself to a high standard, and I feel like that has paid off, like I said, exponentially. But I think that you may be a little bit, for lack of a better term, jaded, a little bit, tiny bit, maybe. So you may need to kind of open yourself to the possibility of love again. All right? Okay. And I do feel like this person is going to be messaging you probably within the next, I would say within the next week, if you haven't already heard from them. It kind of depends. If you're already starting to feel this shift in your energy, I would say within the next 1 to 2 weeks, like 10-day period. And maybe even sooner. Again, you're going to have to open yourself up to this possibility. This is interesting. This is the second time I've seen this Magician energy out here. I mean, this is someone who will do just about whatever it takes to make this this possible love into a reality. And for some of you, this is someone that is coming back from your past. Golly, you, not to point fingers here, but I also have this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Now, I'll tell you an interesting thing about this Queen of Cups, and this is a great deck. It's printed on both sides. It's called the Vice Versa Tarot. So the Queen of Cups is known for having a really open heart, being very giving, very loving, very generous with their kindness. But when it comes out in the reverse, specific to this deck, as you can see on the back of their throne here, there's a heron that's carved here. And a heron, if you want to look up the spiritual significance of the heron, it's someone who feels like they need to do things on their own. They feel like they need to be independent. And I really feel like you're inviting someone into your energy now who's going to want to help you and take care of you. So you are going to have to work very hard, not be uncomfortable with it, but you may have to work a little hard within yourself to allow someone to do things for you. Yes, and that is hard for a lot of us who've been on our own for a while. There's kind of a lack of trust that you may have in relationships, just simply because, I mean, nobody gets that way without there being a reason for it, you know. You may have been burned quite badly by some pretty toxic relationships in the past, whether they were with family, friends, or romantic partners. I don't know. But it does feel like it's time to start opening yourself up to the possibility of a healthy relationship here. I'm seeing somebody say, oh yeah, I've been through it. Yeah, you may have been with some narcissistic partners, people who maybe said really unkind things to you or about you. But this is a new beginning. This Ace of Cups right here is on its way in. Okay. Yeah, you may have been through relationships with people who were verbally abusive towards you. Shoot. Or very maybe not well emotionally or not well mentally or something, and it may have been really difficult for you for a while. Yeah, and it feels like you had to leave. You could have been with very controlling partners in the past, and there's a part of you that may just not trust your own judgment. You don't have to feel that way. You don't have to feel that way. I think after you've been through this enough times, or you know, you've learned your lesson from these, I think you have a good, healthy idea of what love actually feels like here, because you know what it doesn't feel like. Yeah, you get a good head on your shoulders. You can start to trust yourself again, I feel. Alrighty, anything else you want to say to me about this person that you are pulling into your vibe? Yeah, I got the Knight of Cups here. That's my Captain Romeo card. That's someone who definitely wants to romance you. They want to take you out to dinner. They do. They want to spend time with you. I'm hearing someone say afternoon, in the afternoon. Interesting. Maybe take you out for lunch, maybe a cup of coffee or something like that. Interesting. And I do feel like this is going to be an online situation. I've got this Knight of Swords out here again. This person could be an Aquarius as well. I do think you're meant to know this person. I think this person may surprise you by behaving a little bit impulsively, or you may feel that their actions are a little impulsive when you get this message. But I guarantee you this person's had you on their mind for quite some time. And this person, if this is someone from your past, they say, can we please start over? Now you're going to know it if this is a healthy relationship for you or not, because like I said, you guys have been through quite a bit. Whoever I'm reading for here has been through some stuff that was not so great. And so I think you're going to know better if this is someone that, whether this is someone you can trust or not. Okay. Very good. Some of you, oh my. All right, so here, I'm gonna just tell you what I'm seeing here. So some of you have a past partner that wants to come back in and reconcile with you. And if that is the case, I think that you are gonna be pretty turned off by that. And some of you have a new partnership that's also coming in for you around the same time. I do believe that a lot of you are going to have both people coming towards you within the next 2 weeks. You will have to make some healthy decisions, and I think you're fully able to, especially with that Judgment card. You've seen what you need to see. Now, if this is somebody coming back from your very distant past, I would say, and if you have fond feelings for this person, I would say give it a whirl. You never know, because I do see an energy of travel here. Golly. And that Ace of Pentacles is about the best you could ever hope for. Yes, indeed. That Ace of Pentacles can be a new beginning that you can trust. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this before I cut you loose? Yeah, you are going to have to trust yourself in this situation. Absolutely. You have done all this healing work. You really, really have. You have transformed yourself in a lot of ways. There's that Wheel of Fortune again. You don't trust people that shouldn't be trusted. You have a healthy head on. You have a healthy grip of reality and what is positive and what isn't positive. You have dealt with some people who didn't always tell you the truth about maybe a whole lot of things. You've been put through the ringer here, and so it's time for you to have a good situation. It's time for you to have a healthy relationship. You have done the work on yourself. It's time for this karma to start to shift for you. Happiness in love, happiness in your home, happiness in your finances. And I wouldn't say it if it wasn't in here, all right? Things are changing. They're changing rapidly, especially for those of you who have really been through it for a while. All right, I'm going to cut you loose. I love you all very much. Mwah, to you all. See you soon.